Hello, everyone. Welcome to Champ Week. It's presented by SoFi.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
The Crimson Tide versus the Tigers.
Not like this. Every now and then, the stars align.
Wow! Julio Jones, what a combination!
Thomas launches from way outside and knocks it down.
Here comes Bama, baby! Here comes Bama!
You cannot flinch in this game against LSU.
The Tide and Tigers in the SEC Championship.
Here we go. This is the SEC on ESPN. 1 year ago, we barely got this thing started, and today we will crown a champion here in Nashville at the 2021 SEC Tournament. Alabama already has the regular season championship in a stunning second season under head coach Nate Oates, the SEC Coach of the Year. On the other side, LSU knocked off number 2 seed Arkansas yesterday. They try to bring a tournament title back to Baton Rouge for the first time in over 4 decades. Alabama hasn't won this tournament since 1991. A win today will serve a notice to the Blue Bloods, Dickie V, that the New Bloods are not only here now, they're here to stay. We'll have Marty Smith in a moment, Dick Vitale now. We'll get to what happened pregame, some pushing and shoving. But this is going to be determined by a diaper dandy and a veteran, isn't it?
Well, we got a diaper dandy when we talk about certainly LSU. I mean, he's only one of 4 players in the history of the school to score 20 or more points in his first season. The guy can score in a variety of ways. Cameron Thomas, a big-time diaper dandy. He can drive to the goal. He can score, shoot the 3. He also has the mid-range jumper as well. He's just a big-time diaper dandy. On the other side, we talk about a P.T. Pierce, solid goal. Mr. Jones coming to play some hoops. He can drive the basketball. And what a defensive dynamo. So we got the diaper dandy, the PTP, and we're ready to rock and roll. And I know you're ready, buddy. There's no doubt. I've been watching the pregame. You're working hard.
Got all the notes right here. We couldn't be more ready as we get set for today's showdown between LSU and Alabama. It felt a little bit like a football game a few minutes ago. Marty Smith in a moment. But first, let's go inside the arena. And the starting lineups.
Now, let's meet your 2 teams for our championship game between the LSU Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. First for LSU at guard, a 6'4" junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All SEC second team, number 1, Javonte Smart. At forward, a 6'9" sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. All SEC second team. Number 2, Trenton Watford. At forward, a 6'7" junior from Raleigh, Florida. Number 4, Darius Days. At guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Bronx, New York. Number 15, Andre Hyatt. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. All SEC first team and all freshman team, number 24, Cameron Thomas. And the head coach of the LSU Tigers, Coach Will Wade. And now for the Alabama Crimson Tide. At forward, a 6'8" senior from Greensboro, Alabama. All SEC first team, all defensive team. Defensive Player of the Year and SEC Player of the Year, number 1, Herbert Jones. At forward, a 6'10" senior from Columbia, South Carolina, number 2, Jordan Bruner. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Hesperia, California. All SEC second team, number 5, Jaden Shackelford. At guard, a 6'6" junior from Eustis, Florida, number 14, Keon Ellis. And at guard, a 6'5 senior from Huntsville, Alabama. All SEC first team, number 23, John Petty Jr. And the head coach for Alabama, SEC Coach of the Year, Coach Nate Oates.
Well, the teams are set, although it's not the first time these teams have been introduced to each other. Marty Smith joins us now. You've been to a lot of SEC football teams. What happened pregame?
A lot happened pregame, Ravi. Good afternoon, everyone. We know that Roll Tide, Go Tigers is a heated rivalry on the football field, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is on fire on the hardwood here today in Nashville as well. Take a look here at pregame. This is Bill Armstrong, an assistant for LSU there in white. Antoine Petway from Alabama. They start jawing a little bit. Other assistants start to get involved in it. Now here come the players. You'll see Javonte Smart over here for LSU up top, clapping his hands. John Petty for Alabama. The jawing continues, gets a little bit more heated, and then into the fray comes SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey and several of his staff members to help quell the heated pregame. Right here during pregame, you see LSU head coach Will Wade and Nate Oates, the head coach at Alabama, shaking hands and laughing it off a little bit. You gotta love the intensity here in Nashville. And guys, I just reached out to the commissioner for comment on what he saw, and this is what he texted me back. Talk, all talk. The players were fine. Sometimes it's the adults that aren't. After all it's taken to get to this point, it's time to play the game, not talk.
That's right. Let's put the talk aside. Let's get into some action, and we should have some great action. Some NBA future stars on the floor today for both teams. The core four for LSU have carried them to this point.